Hello everyone, I can't get my earphones untangled. There we go, I'm back. Welcome to a Celtic Heroes video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the mage's offhand weapons. What are good for endgame, how to acquire them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the one that I currently have right now, which is a Mystic Grimille of Dormant Power. Now this one is a little bit tougher to get. This is for the primarily end game, like when you finished lixing or doing stuff like that. Just primarily for bosses. So the way to get this weapon is you need to be in the Corrupted Gardens. Now the Corrupted Gardens you get unlocked at 180, and it's a pretty tough area because there's a lot of enemies around, like in clusters. So AoE attacks aren't very wise choice in this area, but this weapon is pretty good. It goes all the way up to tier 8. As you can see, I have tier 3, and you can only do this once a week. So this one adds 150 to ice shards, does 200 magic damage, 200 divine damage, 465 focus, and critical skills is 75, resist poison and chaos is 90 and 300. And it weighs 5, but no one cares about weight in this game. So it's a very difficult weapon to get maxed out because you need to, every week you get one tier pretty much if you kill the faction bosses. So I'm on tier 3, so that's been 3 weeks. So it's going to take over 8 weeks to get this weapon all the way leveled up. So what you need to do is, I'll show you where to go. So when you actually are in this area, you'll notice that you get liches and reavers. Now, if you're a mage, a druid, you need to pick liches because they are the best. If you're ranger, rogue, warrior, you need to pick the reavers. And you need to get your faction level all the way up to 3. So you can see here I got it to 3 in brackets, and arch nemesis for the reavers is -4. So you need to get to level 3. And I think she's killing some reavers, I think, or liches. You need to get to level 3, and then you come to this Lich born of misery. So she will give you a quest, or he will give you a quest. Not too sure if it's a he or a she, but it'll give you a quest called Bonefall, which is a weekly quest. So once you've got the Bonefall quest, you're going to want to come over here. Now, this is a boss fight. You will need a decent amount of people, and you need to establish a lock group. So if you don't know what a lock group is, it means the person who locks the boss. So you get the loot, you get the gold, you get the XP. And then this is just for, again, mages and druids. Or depending on your playstyle. Could be for all classes, but... So you want to come over here. And over here, there's a bunch of these guys. The reavers are everywhere. The main reason for that is because... Oh, he's up, nice. Is because this is the boss. So, as you can see, he looks pretty cool. His name is High Warlord Orthraxis. I don't know. Auraxis? I don't know. I think Auraxis sounds good. So you're going to want to kill him. As you can see, he's a level 226 star. So you're going to want to come kill him. And then that'll be the quest over and done with. You go hand it in. You'll get a Lich lockbox. You open that lockbox, you get 10k gold. You get a bunch of other stuff. Like yesterday I got a weapon, a rogue weapon, which I've put into the auction house for a decent amount of gold. So I'm hoping it sells. But you also get I think it Echoes of Wardens. And with them Echoes of Wardens, you come up to this lady here. Now this is why I say it's end game specifically. Because this lady, you need to be level 220 and have the Exalted Dragon Lord offhand. So you come here and you pick which one you want. So you got the Flame, which is obviously fire. You've got the Glacier, which is for ice mages. I don't know what happened there. And then this one, it's pretty stupid. You don't need that one. So look, this is what you need. So you got a Wardens of Echo or whatever, and you level it up every week to level 7, and then you can get another one, which I think you need 2 seeds from Bloodthorn from. So that's how you get this weapon. You know, it's difficult, it really is, but it's so cool and it's so worth it because it actually adds 150 to ice shards. So if you're, you know, trying to get as much damage as possible out of your mage, definitely these are good. So we're going to go over to my bank and grab my Exalted Dragon Lord Offhand. Is any general online? No. There's no general. It's just because me and my friend just killed the 166 star and a 165 5-star. Got some purple stuff, which is pretty good. So let's head over to my bank and I'll just grab out a bunch of, well, offhands that I used throughout the game. So this is the Lexicon of Power. So it actually reduces cooldown of Energy Shield, by 1%. So it's not very good for now. So I'm just going to show you my offhands. So let's grab my offhands and we're going to go head straight to, get out of there. We're going to go head straight to summoning chambers. Yes, that is the right area. Let me just grab a drink. So the reason why I'm here is because I'm here to show you different offhands. So as you can see, I've got this one. It's okay. But the one before that is this. It actually adds a skill that does 6,000 damage. So let's equip that. So as you can see, it's not on here, but we'll pop it here. Eldritch Fury. Cast a powerful spell from your Exalted Dragon Lord Grimille that sears the target for up to 6,000 damage. Only affects targets vulnerable to divine attacks. So that includes pretty much all of the bosses endgame and some of the little boss minions. It's okay. It actually has an effect where it like sends off little red particles. But this is the one you get before that. So let's take this off and we'll go up the list, shall we? So the Dragon Lord Grimille, this weapon I got when I was level 205. I was quite happy. Actually, it has 300 focus, which, if you think about it, if we go into the luxury shop here, the Grimoires aren't as good, but this adds 500 energy. So if you're looking to get, well, if you look, 400, 400 plus 500. So I don't know, if you're looking for something good, definitely get this first because it's great. It also gives the attack, so it will help when leveling, especially if you're leveling in this area, because here is where the 210 spawns. That's where you should level if you're level 203 or below. And also, if you're trying to get to 220 like I did, come here. This is where 215 spawns, and the enemies are also vulnerable to divine attacks. So it all depends on what you use. So don't do what I did. I bought this for 300k from someone that was trying to sell it, and I ended up just selling it at the shop for 400k. I still made 100k profit, but it's not good. It gives 35 energy and health per tick, but it's really not the best because it only gives 120 focus and 120 vit plus 200 armor. So if you're really wanting to get something for armor for a mage, it's always good to get the Runic Shield of Fortitude. It's really good. Increases health regeneration, but you know, it all depends. You could always get this as well. But I would recommend not buying any of these. This is okay, but I still wouldn't spend 850,000 gold. Can't even speak. I would not spend that much on this weapon because you can just get some weapons for free, and it doesn't really matter. So you start off with the Dragon Lord Grimille, and you move all the way up to the Exalted Dragon Lord, which is a hell of a lot better. If you look at the stats here, so it actually adds an extra 150 focus plus 50 divine damage. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. anyway. Yeah. So it actually adds a decent amount and a plus 100 to resist chaos. So get the Dragonlord Grimoire as soon as you can, which I think is level 180 or 190, I'm not too sure. Get this as soon as you're 210, and then move up to this one. But I hope this actually explains a little bit on how to get this weapon, how to get some of the other ones, and also which one is the best. So a quick recap is, I would not spend this amount unless you've got a lot of gold. I would buy this one. I personally wouldn't spend 850k, but some people might. I'll get this one. Forget about these two. You know, they're a complete waste. You know, you're paying 50k, which is not too bad, for an extra 10. You know, and it adds actually some decent focus, so you don't want to get that. Just get this one. Adds a lot of focus. If not, just as I said, level up your Dragonlord Grimoires if you can, and then work your way up to this. Joining in weekly faction boss fights. So yeah, hope this cleared up a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna do a stats and like gear showcase again because I have upgraded quite a bit. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys later.